Selena Marie Gomez was born in Grand Prairie, Texas on July 22, 1992. She grew up in a small house with her young mother, Mandy. Mandy had Selena when she was just 16 years old. Life was not easy for them. Money was always tight, and they had to move from place to place. But Mandy worked hard to give Selena a happy childhood. She loved acting in theater and often took Selena to watch plays. Little Selena would sit in the audience, her eyes wide with wonder. The lights, the music, the costumes, it all felt magical to her. Selena loved to sing around the house. She would sing in front of the mirror with a hairbrush as her microphone. Sometimes when she sang, her mom would stop what she was doing and smile. "You have a beautiful voice," Mandy would tell her. Those words meant everything to Selena. They made her believe that maybe her dreams could come true one day. At school, Selena was shy. She didn't talk much in class, but she loved reading stories and performing in school plays. When she was 7 years old, she told her mom, "I want to be on TV." Mandy didn't laugh. Instead, she said, "Then we'll try." She wanted Selena to believe in herself. So Mandy started taking Selena to auditions. They drove to different cities, waiting for hours just to get a chance. At first, Selena didn't get any roles. Casting directors would say, "She's too young," or "not what we're looking for." Every rejection made her sad, but her mom encouraged her to keep going. "Every no brings you closer to a yes," Mandy said. Finally, when Selena was about 10 years old, something special happened. She auditioned for a children's TV show called Barney and Friends. Selena walked into the room, nervous but smiling. She sang a cheerful song and danced. The producers loved her energy. A week later, they called to say she got the part. Selena jumped up and down with excitement. She couldn't believe it. Her dream was starting to come true. On her first day on set, she wore a bright costume and met her big purple dinosaur co-star, Barney. She was nervous, but everyone was friendly and kind. Selena learned how to stand in front of cameras, remember her lines, and work as part of a team. She made new friends and loved every moment of it. Even though it was just a small beginning for Selena, it felt like the start of something magical. Little did she know, this was only the first step in her journey, a journey that would take her from a small-town girl to one of the most beloved stars in the world. After joining Barney and Friends, Selena's world began to change. Every day she would wake up early, pack her lunch, and go to the set with her mom. The studio was full of lights, cameras, and people working behind the scenes. Selena was amazed by how everything came together to create a show that children loved. She played a cheerful character named Gianna. She danced, sang songs, and acted out fun stories. It was like playing pretend, but in front of cameras. At first, she felt nervous. Sometimes she forgot her lines or looked at the camera at the wrong time. But her directors were patient and kind. They helped her learn, and Selena worked very hard. She practiced every night, even when she was tired. Being on Barney and Friends taught Selena many things. She learned how to listen carefully, how to work with other actors, and how to smile even when she was feeling shy. Most of all, she learned how to believe in herself. Every time she heard children laughing and clapping for her, her heart filled with happiness. After 2 years, her time on Barney and Friends ended. Selena was sad to leave, but she knew it was just the beginning. She told her mom, "I want to keep acting." So Mandy began taking her to more auditions. They drove for hours again, waiting in long lines, sometimes coming home with no good news. But Selena didn't give up. She knew this was her dream. She got small roles in different shows. Sometimes she only had 1 or 2 lines, but she gave her best. She appeared in Walker, Texas Ranger, Trial by Fire, and Spy Kids, 3D, Game Over. They were small parts, but Selena treated them like big chances. Each time, she tried to learn something new. When she wasn't acting, Selena went to school. She tried to be like a normal kid, but her life was already different. Some classmates didn't understand her dreams. A few even teased her, saying, "You'll never be famous." Their words hurt, but Selena stayed quiet. Deep inside, she promised herself she would prove them wrong, not by being famous, but by working hard and following her heart. Then one day, something amazing happened. The Disney Channel called. They had seen Selena's auditions and liked her talent. They invited her to try out for new roles. Selena was so excited. Disney was a big dream for many young actors, and now it was her chance. She walked into the Disney audition room with her heart beating fast. She told herself, "I can do this." She smiled, acted, and gave it everything she had. She didn't know it yet, but this audition would change her life forever and take her from small parts to starring roles. Selena's audition for the Disney Channel was a big moment. She had been working hard for years, and now she had a chance to show the world what she could do. The audition room was bright and filled with cameras. She could feel her heart beating fast, but she remembered what her mom always told her. Be yourself and let your light shine. She smiled and began her lines. She acted with confidence, adding her own energy to the character. The casting team laughed at her funny expressions and clapped when she finished. A few weeks later, Selena got the news. Disney wanted her. They offered her a guest role on the popular show, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. It was a small part, but it opened the door to something bigger. After that, she was given another guest role on Hannah Montana, where she acted alongside Miley Cyrus. She played a rival pop star named Michaela. Selena was nervous at first, but Miley welcomed her with a smile. The audience loved their scenes together, and Disney saw something special in Selena. Soon, Disney offered her the lead role in a brand new show called Wizards of Waverly Place. Selena could hardly believe it. She was only 15, and now she was going to be the star of her own show. She jumped up and hugged her mom when they heard the news. You did it, Mandy whispered, tears in her eyes. Playing Alex Russo changed everything for Selena. Alex was smart, funny, and a little mischievous, and Selena brought her to life perfectly. Every week, millions of kids tuned in to watch her. She became a household name. Fans wrote letters saying how much they loved Alex and how Selena made them smile. But life as a Disney star wasn't always easy. Selena worked long hours on set, sometimes from early morning until late at night. She had to balance schoolwork, acting, interviews, and fan events. It was exciting but exhausting. Still, Selena stayed humble and grateful. She knew many kids would love to be in her place, and she didn't want to waste the opportunity. While filming Wizards of Waverly Place, Selena also started singing again. Music had always been her first love, and now she wanted to share it with the world. She recorded songs for the show and for Disney movies, and her sweet voice caught everyone's attention. People started to see that Selena wasn't just an actress, she was a singer too. By the time she turned 16, Selena had become one of Disney's brightest stars. She was on posters, magazines, and TV screens everywhere. But even as her fame grew, Selena stayed the same kind. Down-to-earth girl from Texas. She often said, I just want to make people happy. She didn't know it yet, but her journey was only beginning. And the next chapter would take her even higher. As Selena's fame grew on Wizards of Waverly Place, people began to notice something else, her beautiful singing voice. Whenever she sang in interviews or for the show's soundtracks, fans cheered. Selena had always loved music, and now she wanted to follow that dream too. At first, Selena felt nervous. She knew acting and singing were very different. Acting meant playing a character, but singing meant showing her true feelings. Music is more personal, she said to her mom. It's like telling the world who I am. Her mom encouraged her to try. Soon, Selena signed a recording deal and started a band called Selena Gomez and the Scene. She liked the idea of being in a band instead of going solo at first, because she wanted to share the stage with friends. The group worked hard, writing songs and practicing for hours. In 2009, their first album, Kiss and Tell, was released. Selena was so nervous on the release day that she could hardly sleep. But when the songs played on the radio, fans loved them. The album climbed the music charts. And suddenly, Selena wasn't just a TV star. She was a pop star, too. Her band kept going, releasing hit songs like Naturally, Round and Round, and A Year Without Rain. Selena performed at big concerts, hearing thousands of fans singing along with her. It felt magical. She often said she wanted her songs to make people feel happy, strong, and less alone. But life as both an actress and a singer was very busy. Selena filmed her TV show during the day and recorded music at night. She traveled to different cities for concerts, interviews, and award shows. Sometimes she felt tired, but she didn't want to give up either dream. She reminded herself why she started, because she loved it. In 2011, Selena starred in the movie Monte Carlo. It was her first big role in a film outside Disney, and she felt nervous but excited. The movie showed that she could do more than just comedy. She could act in romantic and dramatic roles, too. That same year, her band won Breakout Artist of the Year at the Teen Choice Awards. Selena stood on stage holding the surfboard-shaped trophy, smiling with tears in her eyes. Thank you for believing in me, she told her fans. Behind the bright lights, though, life wasn't always perfect. Fame brought pressure. People sometimes said mean things about her online, and it hurt her feelings. But Selena stayed strong. She surrounded herself with friends who supported her and reminded her who she truly was. She told herself, I can shine without changing who I am. Selena was no longer just the girl from Texas or the Disney star. She was becoming a world-famous singer and actress, and she was ready to take her next big step. By the time Selena was in her early 20s, she had already achieved what many only dream of: hit songs, popular movies, and millions of fans around the world. But behind the smiles and sparkly dresses, Selena was going through challenges that few people could see. All the fame, travel, and pressure began to affect her health. She felt tired, anxious, and sometimes very sad. At first, she tried to hide it. She didn't want to disappoint her fans or seem weak. But one day, her doctors told her she had an illness called lupus, an autoimmune disease that makes the body attack itself. It explained why she often felt sick and exhausted. The news scared her. She was still so young. She had to cancel tours and take breaks from work. Some people didn't understand and said unkind things online, which made her feel even worse. But Selena decided to be brave. She shared the truth with the world, hoping it might help others who were struggling too. In 2017, her health became very serious, and she needed a kidney transplant to survive. A close friend gave her one of her kidneys, saving her life. After the surgery, Selena said, "She gave me the ultimate gift." It was a moment that changed her forever. She realized how precious life was and how important it was to take care of her body and mind. During this time, Selena also began to speak more about mental health. She admitted she had been battling anxiety and depression. It was not easy to say it in public, but she wanted to help others feel less alone. She reminded her fans that it's okay to ask for help, to rest, and to heal. Even after all these struggles, Selena came back stronger than ever. She returned to music with powerful songs like Lose, You to Love Me, and Look at Her Now. These songs were personal, full of her emotions and her journey of healing. Fans around the world related to her lyrics. They saw not just a pop star, but a strong young woman who had walked through pain and grown from it. Selena also focused on helping others. She supported charities, raised money for children in need, and became a voice for kindness and self-love. She launched her own beauty brand, Rare Beauty, which promotes self-acceptance and donates part of its profits to mental health causes. Today, Selena Gomez is more than a singer or an actress. She is a survivor, a fighter, and an inspiration. She has shown that it's okay to fall, as long as you get back up. She reminds people that true beauty is not about being perfect. It's about being real, kind, and brave. Her journey from a small-town girl to a global star is filled with hope, strength, and heart. And for Selena, this is not the end. It's only the beginning of everything she can still become.